Hello all, welcome to SolidWorks course. In this session, you are going to see user interface of SolidWorks. So let's get started. First, first of all, we have to open SolidWorks. Simply double click on this or right click open so that you can open the SolidWorks window. After opening, you will be seeing this window. Now here you will find this is task pane and this is the standard toolbar. This standard toolbar consists of file, view, tools. These are the basic things. So here again the shortcuts were there like new. Okay. Now we'll click on the new. Here we'll find the three parts. One is part model, assembly and drawing. As I said, in the first module completely we are going to discuss on part modeling. We will be choosing part in this first module and click OK. Then you will be seeing a new window for part design. Now I will explain you the user interface. Now onwards I will call this user interface as UI or simply interface. Knowing about the UI and its option will make the modeling convenient and faster. Like if you see in this, there are many options in this user interface. Many times I saw the students starting directly from the sketch and learning. But first of all, you should be aware about the user interface so that it is convenient for you. Okay. Now, this I will say you each and every command. Please concentrate. Now at the top, we will see one toolbar. This toolbar or tab is called as standard toolbar. This one. This toolbar will completely called as standard toolbar. And this second one will be calling as command manager. Okay. This complete area is called as command manager. These also are included in this command manager. Okay. Here we see different things in command manager. Features, sketch, surfaces, sheet metal, weldments, etc. If you don't find these all things, simply right click here and select the things you want. If you don't find surfaces, for example, click here, it will be available there. Okay. And this left part of the window is called as feature manager design tree. This is also called as feature tree or design tree. Okay. Because it will be showing the tree of your modeling steps. It is chronographical, like it is the first created one will be shown on the top and next one will be shown next. Okay. And this is called as heads up view toolbar or flyout toolbar. This toolbar is called as heads up view toolbar or flyout toolbar. Here, this one you already seen. This is called as task pane. Okay. Now one by one we will see the one by one tabs and what are the options available and what are the options mainly required at this stage. Okay. Now, first coming to the standard toolbar. This top one is a standard toolbar. You can every tool will have this toolbar. Like if you see basic tools like Microsoft Excel, Microsoft PowerPoint also will have this kind of standard toolbar where you will be having options of file, edit, view, insert, tools, window, help, etc. You know this all the tools in the top one. Like if you go to file, you'll have new, open, close, everything. And some of the shortcuts were also present, picked up and present here. Like if you see here we can find new, and here also there is a new. Okay, here this is again, here it is open and it is save. Okay, in the standard toolbar I want to say you the useful options for you. So first of all, when you draw a sketch here, simple sketch I will draw, and I will not say these options, I will explain you later how to select this plane, everything. First I am drawing a simple sketch so that how to use these options you will be understanding first. Later on we will move to the sketch tools. In that session I will explain you the every sketch tool. Okay. Now you are seeing some sketch here, but it is not clearly visible. If you zoom, it is okay, it can be visible. So here in SolidWorks there was an option present, like if you want to select this small line, if you are unable to select in this zoom condition, if you are zooming, it is going up and you cannot visible which is the exact selection. So now if you want, in that case you can do one thing in SolidWorks, that is here in the pointer option you will be having magnified selection, so that where you put this cursor it will be magnifying. So you can simply use this thing for selection of any line, of any option. We will be using this in our future. And one thing I forgot to say, please take some short notes on this. Like what are the options explained by me, please note it down, because these are the options which are very useful, but at the same time these options can be easily forgettable by you. Like if you use that options frequently, then you will be remembering, so that you make a short note of these points, you will be remembering. Okay. Now other thing in the standard toolbar I want to say is, here one option is there, this is settings. In this, if you see button size, what is the button size? These all things are called as buttons. Okay, if you are not comfortable with this size of buttons, you can increase that to large. So after increasing, you have to restart the SolidWorks. That was the prompt it was showing. So now all buttons sizes were increased to large. Okay, like this kind, I'm going to back default view. Okay, now like this text also we can change. Like now it is in small, you can change it to medium or large, so the text will be zoomed. So if you are using large screen, like more than 24 inches, then you can use this large option, so it will be comfortable. So you can check this option and use accordingly to your screen. Okay. Now another part of this was SolidWorks. First of all, we have to check our units. In which units we are going to define was important. For example, I'll show you these options later. But for example, here I am going to see some centimeters. Okay. So why I don't want centimeters. I want some other thing. Like you want everything in mm or you want everything in inches, so that here there is at bottom right corner there is a option in SolidWorks, that is units option. See, this option allows you to change the unit accordingly. Okay, if you are comfortable with CGS, it's okay. If you want to change accordingly, you can change. For now I am keeping it as mmgs. Okay, and this setting can also be done in options here. If you click on settings and options, here also document properties, and here if you see units, here you can change that, and you will have some other features also. For example, here you can change the decimals also. You can change the decimals, how many digits you want to be, and what is the decimal rounding also you can set here, at which value you want to truncate, like that. Everything is available in this. Okay, like I will show you once again: settings, document properties, units, just 3 steps. Okay, then click on OK, it will be selected. For now I am not changing anything. So without knowing these all things, if you start sketching, it is very difficult. So I have started with explaining you the interface. Now coming to second thing, command manager. This complete second area is called command manager. Okay, here you have one facility. You can drag this command manager and you can keep in any direction. Like if you want here, you can dock it here. Just go here and keep here. If you want it on this side, you can dock it here. Simply you move your cursor to this box, it will show you. And if you want to dock it upper side, you can dock it any side. Okay, like this you can move this command manager at your comfortable position. For now it is my comfortable position, so I have kept here, and it is default thing. So I suggest you don't make much changes in this user interface, because if you are habituated to the user interface which is more customized, then if you change a system or if you want to work with another system, if you are working in a company and if you want to move to different systems of your team, then it will be difficult. So please try to minimize the default changings. Don't move more away from the default settings. Okay, in this toolbar we'll be having in this command manager, we'll be having features, sketch, surfaces, sheet metals, weldments, evaluate, etc. If you see, if you don't find any of these things, simply Suppose if I don't find the surfaces, simply I will go to this thing and I will click the surfaces. Okay. Simply I will right click on this. I will see here for the required thing. Suppose if features was not there, so don't worry, like simply right click and give on features. Okay, so basically we will be using sketch and features more. If anybody is working in automotive field, they may use sheet metal and surfaces also. So like this kind, you can bring your command manager tools, okay, if they are not present. So you don't keep the unwanted things. Suppose you don't want weldments, don't keep, so that we can increase our graphic window space. Okay. Now this part is called our graphics window, where we'll do our main sketching part. So every sketch or feature or anything we apply will be visible in this command, in this graphic area. Okay. Now coming to command options, here there are many options, but I will discuss some to make our user interface handy. Okay, here most of the workflow will be done using this command manager only. So these lines here represents the groups. So this is one kind of group, like defaultly they have given one kind. These are sketch tools to draw. So these are trim, convert, etc. Here we see some patterns, mirrors, etc. So likewise SolidWorks defaultly have some groups. Okay. Now for suppose you are fixed to use some of the options from sketch and some of the options from surfaces and some of the options from features. You want to switch to that particular tab and you have to choose that option. So what I suggest is, if you are working on a product based thing, like if you are working suppose for a automobile component, there will be a fixed features you will be using more frequent. So I suggest you to have a customized tab. Like if you see here sketch, we have all this. So these are the default things, but you can also have your own tab. Likewise, I created my tab. Okay, so I will show how to create this my tab. Like first right click on this and go to customize command manager, and here you will find, after clicking this, you will be getting this window, but I will show you the window options little later. Now here you can see different, all the options showing, which are currently selected, they will be dark and other were in a gray color. Okay, in a fade away color. Okay, now if you click here, this is the new option. Here you can create new empty tab. Okay, and you can give the name. Now I am giving it as custom tab. Okay, custom tab, just custom tab, and click anywhere on the window. Now this is empty tab. As we selected the empty tab. Now we can bring many options to here. How to bring those options which are required to you? Now come to window, this customize window. In this window, first part will be toolbars. In this toolbars, as you know, the sizes can be changed from the settings also, but here also we have some size setting. Okay. In this toolbars, we will have different toolbars. See, 2D to 3D, align, annotate, blocks, configuration, features, layers. If you want anything, we can tick that. You will come to know what you require after going with some more sessions. Okay, then you can come here and you can check shortcut bars. Here we will have some shortcuts, and for example, if you want anything button, you can take it place here, but here you will not know that which of the options are. Like this is rectangle, I know, but you may not know. So how to keep the commands there? So coming to commands, here we will have all the things. For example, I am going to features. In this we have many features. Okay, like what are present in the features tab, all will be present here. So if you know some features like extrude boss or base you are using more, so select this kind of image here and simply paste on custom tab. And you are using some other thing, simply like extrude cut. Extrude boss you are using frequently, extrude cut you are using frequently, so I brought them there. And other thing I will be using this fillet also frequently, this chamfer also frequently. Okay, like this, whatever you want you can bring here. Later on in sketch also you will use some things, no? So what you want, simply you will use more line, and you will use rectangle, you will use some other option. Okay, you can bring all these required things. Okay, and from everything you can bring some things, like from every command toolbar you can bring some options here. Okay, this thing wireframe, some shaded with edges. Don't worry about these options, I will explain you in a detail. Now just we are going with the user interface, how to customize. Okay, some layout tools will bring, Fastly will bring this. Okay, some in sheet metal if you are using something pending. Okay, like this you can easily bring those things. Now if you see here, all are kept in line. Okay, if you think the space will be not sufficient for the tools and you want the tools like in this way, those were arranged neatly. Like for example, if sketch you want, it is big, and here line it was small, and in this here there are many groups divided into groups. If you want a similar kind of thing, then that also can be done here. Okay, for example, if you want to make this features as one group, these 4 features as one group, simply here, like here we can begin the group, or here next group can be begin. Okay, simply they are grouped. And other thing, if you don't want the feature to be visible like this, if you want simple only, if you want the image and you want the command side, then you can unselect this text below, then you can see line like this. Okay, or else if you don't want the text at all, you can simply click like this. Similar way, this also we can take. Similar way. So now I have done this. Okay, now from here I want another group, so I can simply right click and click on begin a group. Okay, these are the options, so we can customize as groups. And here if you feel it is not right to show bottom, then you can keep like this. Okay, you can keep like this. Simply the way you can customize your tab. I suggest to create custom tab because if you see any product will be any product company product based tool we are using, then we will be not using complete features. So for saving our time, we can create our own tab, or else you can create the tabs as product wise. Suppose if you are in a company, uh, you are making a door, a mirror. In an automobile company, you will be working on different departments. For example, you are working in a door department, you are working in a steering department, or you are working in a seat department. So if you want the customization like that also, you can do. Like if you can keep one tab for seat design, and you can keep one tab for mirror design. Okay, these are very basic things. Why I am taking some time to explain this, because this will save a lot of time, as I said you. So I am little explaining you this. We'll quickly jump into Sketcher session after knowing this user interface. Okay, and other thing. Now this is a features tree. Okay, this features tree will find the front plane, top plane, right plane, origin, and our sketches and our features. Everything we'll be finding here. And this features tree will also change into property manager when we are working on it. For example, see, when I select a line, see, automatically it came into feature manager. Okay, suppose I am selecting this plane. See, I selected one plane, it has come into the property manager. Okay, and here you also find some other options: configuration manager, dimension expert manager, and like display manager. Okay, these are not that important at this stage. You will be understanding in future sessions. Okay, this is all about this feature tree. Okay, next, this is also called as feature design tree. Like, depends, different people mention different names. And to the right side, as I said, the right side was a task pane. Okay, this task pane consists of different resources of the SolidWorks. Like first one is SolidWorks resources, and here we'll see design library, and here we'll see some file explorer, and here we'll see some other options. Like here also we can find some appearances, scenes, descales, etc. You can dock it here, like by pinning it, or if you don't want, simply you can leave it. Okay, now what I want to share is uh, mouse options. Now I'm going to show you. Suppose this is a sketch you have. I'm simply rotating and panning, zooming. Okay, but you don't know how I'm operating mouse. Okay, now I'll say. So in any design tool, you have to use three options. That is, first one is pan. What is pan means? Moving the object or sketch or model uh, to any side. Okay, like this. Okay, and second thing is to rotate. Okay, and the other thing is to zoom in and zoom out. Okay, these options are important. Now, how these are kept in SolidWorks? Okay, either you note or uh, you remember this carefully. First, I am saying the pan. Control plus scroll bar of the mouse will allows you to pan the sketch or model or the image. Once again, I am saying control plus scroll bar. Okay. Next, if you want to rotate the object, simply click on scroll bar and move your mouse. Okay. Simply click on scroll bar and move the direction which you want. This will give you rotate option. Now if you want to zoom, simply moving the scroll bar up and down, you can zoom. Okay, these are the mouse options in SolidWorks. And one thing, now I'll explain you about this flyout window or heads up view window. It is a transparent, like command manager will cover the graphics window, but this doesn't covers the graphic window because sketch will go beyond it also. So in this window we will have different options like zoom, fit, zoom to particular area. Okay, and section view, different views, and different material application, different appearance. Okay, and this goggle symbol is very important. Like if you want to see some relations between geometries, like if you want to see some if you observe, these two lines are perpendicular. Okay, these two lines are perpendicular. So if you want to see that such kind of relations, then here in the Google's you can make this relations visible. That things I will show in the relations constraints topic. Okay, I tried to cover almost much required things in the user interface at the start. I think this start is good enough. So now you have been familiarized to this user interface. We have future sessions on sketching. Okay, so that's all for this user interface. I will be saying you more things while we are going front forward in our sessions. Thank you.